everybody, it's Rhonda here from Nelson Soapery. It is almost midweek, so I thought, look, I'm going to take you along with me to show you exactly what I'm up to during midweek. I have a few things to do. We have to first get our beautiful bars of soap. We did the other day or last week, I think it was, and we have to just trim them, make them beautiful, but they still have to cure for some time. I've had quite a few people asking me when my essential oil soaps will be available. They will be available in the new year. They do need to cure for a couple months, so we're just going to let those set aside. We're also going to put some labels on some trays because I'm getting everything ready for my shop, and I am going to take you into the shop as well to show you what I'm up to. We have totally finished doing lots of the insulation, so I'm very excited. The plaster is going up tonight, or the start of it. It will take several days to get it all beautiful, but we are doing that. And lots of people have been asking me what I put on the back of my labels, especially for diffusers, so I'm happy to share that. I'll show you what we're doing, and we will make some new labels for that, because I need to get all of those ready as well. And now when we're talking about labels, these are ones I'm doing myself. Of course, sometimes I do use other companies to get my labels printed, such as Long Story Short Design. But for today, this is all about me doing this myself. And I've also found a really cute little tray that is for my lip balm. So I'll show you that one as we go along too. So anyway, let's get going. Now, first things first, everyone, we are going to do these trays. So basically for this, these are papers that I just designed. So this is just a plain pink paper. You can use whatever color you want. You can use white. You can even use craft paper if you want it to look natural. So I have actually cut these. So these are 23 centimeters long by 3 centimeters in width. And I think it's pretty much the perfect size if you're doing them on these trays. So I'm going to show you how I've done them. Now in the center, if you can see that, basically it just has what it is in the center. And then this is my own design. I actually made these shapes on here, which is just candle shapes, because these trays, I actually sell them as a candle tray to protect benches and so on. So we'll put this one aside just for now. And like I said, it's just on paper. So I got 5 of these out of 1 A4 paper. So, and I have a few of these below. And now this is one of my other ones as well. So all we're going to do, and I'll just show you a little bit, and hopefully this helps. So we want to make sure that the square bit, which has all the information, is in the center. So I'm going to hold that with my hand to make sure that's in the center. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to get this like an edge on here, and to make it sit beautiful, we're just going to give it a bit of a crease on the edge. And I will show you, let me just hold it so I don't drop it. And if you can see how I've just done that little crease here on that edge, and now I'm going to hold it and we're going to do the crease on this edge, and you can see then it's going to fold over and it will sit beautifully in the middle. You really want to do that, and then we're just literally going to hold that and wrap it around the back. And then of course we want to neaten this up, so just make sure it's all nice and straight and that it is looking perfect, because I want this to look just beautiful. And like I said, nice and straight. So it's straight on here. Just going to put one bit of tape here. Now I am actually also going to put a sticker on here which just says a little bit about it. So if someone gets this as a gift and this has been removed, then of course they still have information on it. And you want to put information, you know, there's lots of different information you want to put on it, but you know, things like, even though this is only a tray, I would say please don't leave candle unattended on the tray, something like that. You know, and you know, say things like this should not be placed in a microwave, it is not microwave safe. You know, you might want to say things like please do not leave this product in water, you know, rinse only or wipe down only, because we don't want somebody to go and just leave this in the sink and then it goes all funny and then they get upset and then they'll probably ask for a refund. So anyway, that's basically why I'm saying, you know, you got to do all these things, everybody. And I know, you know, you're probably thinking, wow, would somebody really sue just for that? And probably not. But, you know, this is our little baby businesses. So it's really important just to protect yourself and just try and make sure that you've done the best thing to protect yourself in every way. Anyway, that's my suggestion, friends, because we don't want to have issues later on, do we? So you can see all of them, and I will show you those when we're done. There's quite a few that I've done. This was more like a Christmassy kind of one. And, you know, if you're making these and you think, oh, this doesn't look perfect, or I don't love it, you know what I'm going to tell you? Don't worry about that, because I promise you somebody is going to love it. The amount of people, when I would sell a candle at the markets and I thought, gee, I wasn't happy because it might have pulled away from the side, or it had an air bubble or something, or not an air bubble, but, you know, like the top wasn't perfect. Do you know the amount of people that actually picked up the not perfect candle and bought it? And I'd be like, wow, I was going to discount that. You know, so, you know, we're all different what we like. So don't worry about that. So now you can see them here, and then on the shelf, they're basically just going to sit like that on the shelf. I might have kind of, if you can imagine, one like that, and then one on a tray or something, one on a stand. I don't know yet. That's the fun thing, isn't it, when you're building a shop, or even if you've got a little studio in your house, like a spare room. That's the fun thing that I really love. I also have to make some for these ones. I have lots of the heart ones. The ones I sell the most are the heart ones. And the heart ones actually fit my sort of other candles on, like I'll show you. So it's a perfect size for that. These ones, it's a perfect size for the medium. This one also sits one of these perfect, or you can put two, because they kind of go on the edge, if you can see that. Let me get another one and I'll show you. So they sit perfectly side by side. So obviously, if, you know, like, let's just get a purple one so it looks better. But you know, they really do look nice if they're together. Look, this is a thing too, everybody. If you wanted to sell sets, you could literally put a tray and two candles together, because they sit perfectly on then, you know, like cellophane it or make it beautiful or box it, whatever you like, or just put you could literally put one of these bands right across the top here to hold it together as a set. So that's something you can do if you can't afford boxes, which I totally understand, because I'm getting boxes just for one body butter. So for I think it's 1,000 boxes. I'm paying $780. So it's a lot of money, and that's only for one design. So honestly, it costs you $20,000-$30,000 to get boxes for all your products. It's very, very expensive. A lot of people can never afford it, not just even now, but even in the future, because there's just so many. So unless you're selling massive bulk, it's very hard, my friends. But anyway, that's a little bit for that. And now I'm going to just get a couple things and I will bring you back.
Good morning, friends. It is now Wednesday in the daytime. So it is first thing in the morning, and I've been making some labels, as you can see here. So for anyone making their own, these ones are the ones that I'm going to be putting on my little car diffusers. Now, I've had a number of people ask me what to write on the back. So on the front, it just says what it is, the scent, and of course the weight of the product. On the back, which there's nothing on here yet, but on the back I will actually have directions of use. That's usually what you need to do. You also need to put warnings. Warnings may be things like, if this drips onto somebody's upholstery in their car, it can possibly stain. So you don't want somebody to get it, take the cap out and just, constantly do this. I always write on it, my directions say just tip for 1 second, a quick second, and that's it. But you might want to say do that outside the car, so not inside the car. I've never had any of these leak on my car, and I always have one hanging up. So it just depends, and look, I've sold a lot of these, awful lot of them, hundreds of them actually, in fact, and I've never ever had a complaint back. But if somebody bought a brand new BMW and you didn't leave instructions on this, and they spilt it all over their upholstery and ruined the leather, they could send you or try to send you a nasty bill. So that's what I suggest, is definitely writing things like that on it. Check your country. There's different laws for every country on what you need to write on things as well. So I've just used a little hole punch just to punch the top. So basically, if we use this one, let me just move these out the way. I have them sitting here because I know which one's which. So basically, we've just got this, and so all I'm going to do, I want it to sit this way, I think. So I'm just literally going to pop this through here, which just holds it sitting there. And for me, that's just going to sit on the rack. I did have these ones, which were little card ones, but I noticed that it wasn't very visible to see the scent. So that's the only reason I'm changing it. I did actually really like the way I had it. Now, if you want to do something different, you could put like a silicone bead on this. You could put a love heart bead, just something different. But they do come with a wooden bead. So I'm just going to keep it to that. So we're just going to put the bead on. This is how I do mine. I've seen people plait the top. My lovely friend Carly, she actually does plait the top of hers. But this is how I like mine. So just choose whatever you like. Anyway, there's no right or wrong. And basically that's it. And then they are just going to hang like this. I actually display mine on a hanger. So even when I've done festivals, they've been on a hanger, which is actually called a sock spinner for anybody that doesn't know. I'm just going to tie it at the top here. And look, I do tie it fairly tight, but so that somebody can undo it, because they might want to undo this and tie it differently on their car. But anyway, that's what they're going to look like. Don't they look lovely? As I said, I am going to be putting something on the bottom, just a bit of a warning. I'm just going to sticky tape that on the back, or actually I do have some printable vinyl, which will be really cheap to use that to put it on the back, and it will be very clear and bold, the instructions. Do remember things like, you know, your warnings, keep out of reach of children, you know, if swallowed, seek medical advice. That kind of thing is what you need to write on it. But once again, as I said, please check your insurer, or please check your country, because everyone's different, and I am not a, you know, professional insurer or anything, so I can't give you advice on that. But that's just a rough advice. And if you're sort of wanting to do a product and you don't know what to write, go to your local shopping centre, pick up a car diffuser, see what it says on the back, pick up a diffuser, see what it says on the back, take a photo of what the warning is, and maybe you can rewrite it yourself, but you know, it'll give you a guideline of what you need to write. And depending on where the product's made, you know, how it's distributed, that all depends on you know, what you got to write on it. So it's very, very confusing. I know there's a lot of tricks and stuff, and I've just learnt all these things, honestly, as I've gone along. I've just learnt so much. Now, to end the video, I am going to take you out to see the shop. We have started plastering last night. Very exciting. So that means in a couple of days the paint is going to go on, and this weekend I'm hoping to get my new door for the front, because we've got a new front going into the going onto the front in the shop. But anyway, let me do a quick check and I will show you exactly what we're up to. Here we are, everybody. Doesn't this look amazing? You'll be able to see we have started to plaster here. I absolutely love it. So the brown you can see at the ceiling, that is actually insulation to keep it cool in summer and warm in winter. And of course the plaster has to go on the top of that, so that's why we started doing this last night. So within the next couple days this will be finished, and the start of next week I will start to paint, which is good because we're on limited time now. We only have 8 days, I think, roughly, before this gorgeous little thing opens. I will actually be doing on my Facebook group, if you haven't joined, and also on my Patreon, I will actually do a bit of a special opening evening, maybe for a couple people to come along. Anybody that's on my Patreon, YouTube, any of those things, you'll be welcome to come and have a little look and see what I'm doing. I might give away some prezzies for the opening. Who knows? I still have to finalize all those fine details. So the silver bit here, that is where the door is going, and the little silver one is where the window is going, which is a bit exciting, isn't it? So I will be, like I said, organizing all the painting, and when we have finished, I do have a video that I have been filming this whole thing as we've gone along, so that I can show you exactly the process of what we've actually been doing. Now also, if you are coming to the Australian Soaping and Candle Conference, or if you're looking at coming, please go over there and grab your ticket. We do have more than 50% of the tickets have been sold, so which is very exciting, and there is some amazing guest speakers flying all the way from the US and Canada, as well as some great Aussie people as well, guest speakers that are just truly amazing, and I'm really excited. This is going to be the biggest year of the conference in 2024. Which is super duper exciting, isn't it? I mean, in the future we may have to get a bigger venue, but for now we're going to stick to the same venue, which is really exciting. And on Black Friday there will be 30% off tickets. That is the last discount we will be doing until the conference, so just grab your tickets if you want to. So like I said, go over there. I will leave all the links down below, and I hope to see you all there. Anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this video, my friends. Make sure you give me a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next one.